Okay, guys. Alright, so we are back here. We're testing out the stream. I've made some adjustments and everything, and I'm hoping that this will work. So basically what I'm going to continue to do here is for anybody who's tuning in, you'll be able to see what we got going on here. So we're just making one last little adjustment. I can't see much. So I got a small setup here. I've got the starting soon. So hopefully I'll be getting that up here soon. It's basic theme that I got out of Streamlabs. So I'm hoping that as I progress, and this is some stuff that I figured out via checking out tutorials. So main screen, we'll bring this here. And I got myself a little be right back for bathrooms. I have no idea what I'm going to be using for the intermission for. I don't know. I don't even know what that port is for. Same with intermission 2. And then offline. And then we also got enter social media here, which I will attempt to figure something out for that. I don't know. But more or less, I've got something going. And I'm hoping I can make this work. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish, unfortunately I ended up deleting it, but I'm going to finish running the roulette that I did not finish so I can get my Genesis for the day, but I think reset may have happened. No, reset has not happened yet. So we're going to attempt to do this and see, make sure hopefully everything works. And I don't know, we'll go from there. And you know, if anybody's got any comments or questions or anything of the sort that can help me improve this, it would be greatly appreciated, because right now I'm stuck to whatever I can figure out on my own, and just basic tutorial videos. But if I know it, if anybody's got some first-hand experience with it, it would be greatly appreciated to try and help me out, because like I said, I really want to be taken seriously, and while the PS4 streaming is good, it's not great, so there's a lot of limitations. So so let's see what we got going here. So yeah, a lot of people logged off. I'm not surprised. I want to check one thing here just in case. Okay. Alright, so like I said, we're gonna check my retainers here. This is like a full-on official. If I've got this working, I may attempt to try this tomorrow with Resident Evil 4 and see if that actually works. And hopefully I won't have any more issues. I got a basic setup going here, so I'm hoping that fixes the problem. So if anybody can tune in, the only problem I really have here is can't see that very well, but it says I'm streaming, so hopefully we can figure that out and I won't have any more problems. So if anybody's got any issues, like if I need to adjust my volume or anything like that, please let me know so I can make these adjustments. So that being said, Duty Finder. I've managed to do normal raid, alliance raid. I'm not bothering with guild heist or main scenario. I just do not have the time or patience. Trials and leveling. My main focus is I'm trying to get my hands on Genesis, so I'm going to ignore 50-60, and this test is basically, this finalized test is hopefully only going to test with 70 and expert roulette. So, and I'll be running as a tank as I am trying to get my Dark Knight mount. So these tests will be relatively easy. So here we go, and let's hope this holds out. So like I said, I went and watched some tutorial videos. I found out that probably one of my problems with the whole freezing and lagging was my remote play for my PS4. I was trying to keep it up, trying to keep it active, and it wasn't really working. So I have a keyboard set up, so I'm not going to be doing that crap anymore. I'll just try and get that mental focus. Alright, so I gave them my little disclaimer. And hopefully we'll keep this good. And we'll see how this goes. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I haven't run this one in a while, and we'll see what happens. So let's see what we got going. I always like to take a look at my party. Bring everybody in here. Alright, so we're gonna start here. And this one will be up on YouTube later. I promise. Hopefully, like, I didn't get all of them, but I'm hoping. The one last test I'm really going to have to do, now that I've got at least this setup seems to be working, is I'm going to need to adjust to see if I can get Discord going. So I don't completely know how that's going to go, but I had it working once today, and then just everything kind of went to hell on me. So I'm hoping I can keep this fixed. I've got Twitch up on my phone. I'm keeping an eye on that. A lot of my problem today was like shortly after streaming and everything, all of a sudden Twitch was giving me an error 5000. I have no idea what that is. So basically I was told it's nothing that really pertains to me. So I just don't know. But we'll see what happens here. Hopefully it'll be... Hopefully I've gotten some of the kinks worked out. Because, like, I know I saw a lot of videos telling me, like, oh, you know, it's best if you have a capture card. Well, I have a capture card, but nothing they recommended. So it's... I am such a noob when it comes to gaming, or, well... PC and streaming, that and my work schedule doesn't give me a lot of time to experiment, so I'm feeling this out slowly, a little bit at a time, and I'm hoping that I've got this figured out. So my setup, as you can see, I share a room with my roommate, so my setup is shared, but I'm trying to keep it controlled. So we'll just see what happens here. I've been trying to watch a lot of videos on what kind of setup should I try and pull off, what's simple, what's easy, and like, because I'm in an enclosed space and it's a shared space, I'm trying not to make it too crazy with wires, so I've got this wireless headset on here, which if you've seen any of my streams in the past, you already know about this, but I want to stick to this. I think, like I said, I've got everything up going. I've also got alert boxes. I've got alert boxes, I've got a chat box out, I've got a viewer count up. I may need to resize that so this way I can actually see, because I don't know if anybody's watching right now. That's the one downside. Oh, death grip, what the hell? Okay. And I've got basic setup. Oh, this is gonna hurt. God damn it. But as long as this actual basic setup works out, I will start. I may try and reach out to a couple people, see if they can help me put together something a little bit more custom, so this way I have a little bit more of a unique feel, because while the main screen, the starting soon, those, I actually do kind of like those. It's not mine, so I feel like I'm cheating a little bit, but again, I'm still kind of starting out with Streamlabs, so I'm hoping I can get this figured out. And he's down. Oh, look at the little weasel. Come here, weasel. Weasel. Weasel, no, weasel, come back. Come back, weasel. Come back. Weasel. I am weasel, get back here. You douche. Yeah, I like it. My biggest thing, I'm trying to upgrade my gear before Shadowbringers comes out just a little bit more, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out classes, and I picked the worst time to try and figure out classes, because it's like, oh hey, yeah, we're about to completely overhaul this bitch, and it's like, oh, god damn it. And I am playing on PS4, so I'm hoping... I'm just trying to get something set up that works. And once I'm confident in its thing and its ability to actually stream, I want to look more into full-on customization, so I may try and sit there and be like, I might try and stream a display and see if anybody can like help me figure things out, and if anybody's willing to maybe try and create something custom for me. And if they want payment for it, I can do that too. But you know, I want something that, you know, is a little bit more unique for me, but I don't want it for free because I do not want to take advantage of anybody like that. Weasel! Come back, Weasel! Ah! Eat it! So, and if anybody watches this and sees me play 14, if you're on Siren server, if you're on Adamantoys, Cactar, Fairy, Gilgamesh, Sargontinus, Genova, Midgard Zormer, you guys like wanna get together, play, do some farming, maybe help me out, teach me a few things, I'm all for that too. I know I'm not perfect, so I know I have room to grow and become better. So we'll see what happens. So like I said, we're gonna try and do the 2 roulettes here, and just kind of go from there. And as long as the stream stays steady via what I can see on Twitch, I'll probably go back and watch this in a little bit. I may try and include this with my Resident Evil day tomorrow. I think like my only big regret for me is the fact that since I am playing on a TV, this screen is kind of small, you know, for comments and, you know, things of that nature. So, you know, trying to go back and forth between the two and see everything that's not going to pop up is kind of a pain in the ass. Did not get that off in time. Oh, Jack. No. I'm usually a little bit more upbeat. I try and have some fun if anybody's in this for the first time. I really do try. I am lack of sleep. You know, I did get some, I just didn't get a lot. Lack of sleep, frustration just kind of took its toll on me, and now I'm just kind of at the point of I'm doing this test stream just to make sure everything stays up. Kinky. And just like, I want something to go right today. That's kind of where I'm at. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. I just want something to go right. And it's like, and if I can get this to stay up and actually function and work, I can consider that a small victory. And that will make me happy. For a minute there, I thought I lost aggro on one. I didn't realize it was a red mage that leaped back. I'm like, what the fuck? Did they just go after somebody? So, I'm trying to keep an eye on all my specs here, desktop audio, since I'm running this on my laptop, so game volume, my mic volume. I may want to try and turn that down just so this way I'm not completely drowning everything out. You know, it doesn't say that it's pushing the lines quite a bit, so I may want to adjust that. So I will probably fix that before next dungeon, just to see how that goes. No. Come back. Come back. You're mine. You belong to me. So, the only other thing I've really, as long as, like I said, and I'm sorry for rambling, I'm just trying to, you know, earlier when I was trying this, I had other people via Discord to talk to, and now I'm just kind of sitting here on my own, and I'm hoping this actually sticks and works. So, like, so far everything's going good. I'm happy I've got something working in my favor, and I've got something moderately interesting. So, there's going to be a lot of rambling here, and I'm going to apologize for that. It's kind of my way of venting. I was just so fed up with how today was going. Yep, so I see somebody in there chatting on Twitch, but I'm not seeing anything, so I'm going to make one slight adjustment during the game cutscene here to see if it's actually showing up. So, I'm going to let the cutscene play out. See... And I can actually see the Twitch chat. Oh my god. Okay, Moody, thank you so much for coming back and putting up with this. I am hoping I've got everything working, so thank you so much for this. Alright, so now actually be nice and throw out the ready check. I used to provide explanations, but then people would sit there and be like they wouldn't follow them or anything like that, so now... And plus, I think some of the best experiences come when you're surprised. So if I can, please just let things work. See, I can already say the one thing that drives me nuts is I've never 100% figured out how this mechanic works. Figures. It goes to matching face symbols, I think, or something like that. Nobody ever explained that mechanic to me properly. Oh, hello, Kelly. Thank you so much. Damn it, I thought I got out of that so far. Damn it. You know, I'm not even going to bother throwing that down because I know he's at the halfway mark, so he's getting to the halfway mark. And I actually have the Twitch. I can see the Twitch chat going on there, so I can actually see things. I do have, I looked at somebody's little setup video. I do have alerts going on for new subscribers, donations, stuff like that. I'm still working on actually getting to the point where I can take them. But I do have those up. At least they're there. Hey, look, I can actually see it on the screen there. Nice. I might need to make that a little bit bigger. Oh, crap. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Grit off. So, yeah, I don't know how much Callie or Sugary was in here for, but one thing I do know is I do need to get a test of Discord, but so far I've got confirmation that everything is going good, so that is a plus. And oh crap! Alright, I will boot up Discord if you don't mind hanging with me for just at least one more roulette and see what we can get going. And this way, you know, I have somebody on the outsider who, since I can actually see the chat, can anybody tell me whether or not the audio needs adjusted? Is the game louder than me? Am I louder than the game? Is anything too loud? Just anything so I can make any adjustments that are needed. Ah, you bastard. I don't even care, he's almost dead. Whew, okay, so that's done. Alright. Alright, and I've got actual keyboard up now, as you can see. Actual keyboard, so I can actually type, because that was part of my problem. I would actually try and open up the chat bar, and all of a sudden my controller would start controlling everything and fucking everything over. So it was just like, oh my god! And I got 2 player comms out of that, yeah. So, alright, so I can kind of see, I might need to make them a little bit bigger so I can actually see it a little bit clearly, but chat box here is working, so that's all I care about. Okay, so gonna do a gear repair real quick, and once I do that I will open up Discord and hopefully nothing breaks. I gotta figure out why my orchestrion is playing all the same damn music again like it was before. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to open Discord. I'm gonna minimize Streamlabs. My remote play is still active, which is the one thing everybody told me. Like every video I saw told me to do. And alright. Hello? Oh wait, actually I should probably take myself off mute. Hello.
Uh-oh. Where's the glowy? Where's the glowy?
Where's the glowy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So at this point I think the only question I have is whether or not I actually set everything up right again and Discord's coming through in the stream.
I believe so. I heard myself echo and then I turned off your sound on your stream, so we're gonna have to rely on Paso there.
Paso, do you possibly hear both of us? Alright, there we go. Okay, so what are you doing right now, Callie?
We're doing a low-level Moogle thing.
Alright, so I'm gonna run my expert real quick and just kind of BS with you in Discord and see how everything goes. Feel free to not be yourself.
I love being somebody else. I miss The Sims Online for that. The theme of it, or the catchphrase was be somebody else.
No, I think the funniest thing is I finally, like, I don't know where you tuned back into, but I actually got a starting soon, be right back, stuff like that, so this way you're not just staring off blankly through my camera, so just like a little demonstration here that you'll see in stream. I just downloaded a generic,
Hey, you know what? It looks good.
I just downloaded something generic, so this way nobody's just staring off into space, and oh god, I've never tanked this before, god damn it.
You're fine, dude. You're fine. You're well enough geared that you can probably go to until you have to stop on most places.
Take a deep breath.
Never take this, so be warned.
I actually I see it looks like you made your camera smaller on the screen. I kind of like that.
I basically just kind of resized it a little bit. I forget who Seb told me it was, but he told me that they resize it to cover the
chat.
Yeah, so this way if anything personal comes up in there, it doesn't get, broadcast to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
I specifically tried to fit that to at least cover the size of my chat bar, so I can still clearly read it on screen, and nothing's getting broadcast to anybody else who shouldn't be seeing it.
Right. Yeah, I had to do that too because we were running a guild in WoW, and you don't want, guild stuff being displayed to everybody who's watching your stream.
Yeah, especially
you never know what issue's gonna pop up when you're in the middle of stuff.
Yeah, so
especially with those being GMs.
So yeah, literally, I've got my my camera marked over to I think I can just barely see where it says party and the chat where I would type in on the chat bar, but outside of that, everything else is covered on my screen.
Oh shit.
Run! Yeah, it happened again. We all, not this time, but last time, we all hit the fucking thing, but it
Yeah, I think I was just kind of like totally at this point. I hit my limit of frustration.
Oh
like,
yeah,
everything was working so well, and then it was like, what the hell happened? And I can't figure it out. The sad part is I went and watched like a whole bunch of tutorial videos on YouTube about streaming without a capture card. Mm-hmm. And the most insightful one that I found looked like it was like maybe a 13 or 14-year-old kid who explained it in a way that I could understand it.
That's kind of how it works. If I need anything, I call my daughter. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing?
It's just that kind of sad realization. It's just like, oh my god, you know? And
yeah.
I had to go, like, I am remembering how it's like, you know, oh hey, you know, you want to know something about consoles? You go talk to, you know, as my family would put it, they'd say my name, but I'm not going to say my name on air here. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh god damn it, oh my god. Now I know how it feels. I had to go look at somebody else's stream, and the kid, the youngest one out of everybody I listened to, made more sense than most other people, at least in my mind.
That, you know what, it's all about finding somebody that you can understand. I mean, that's all it is. God damn it, this stupid thing.
This samurai is going to piss me off if he keeps trying to pull.
Well, just keep in mind, they're just used to certain ways that the tanks pull things, and or, you know, in general, and it's not against you.
Yeah, it's a combination of a lot of things. One, this is the first time I've tanked this. Two, I've only run this once.
Yeah.
So I ran this for completion for story, but beyond that, I haven't run it any other time because I kind of gave up on my roulettes after a point. So, like for me, I'm just like, oh god damn it! I know you guys are used to other people, but I'm not even used to this dungeon yet.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you remember that and you kind of take it with a grain of salt. You know, because they're not out there just trying to piss you off. They're just kind of used to what they're used to.
Oh yeah, no. I am 100% aware that they're used to what they're used to, and I think
you got to back it up, John.
I think probably part of my irritation is the fact that while I am happy that this is actually working, that bit of frustration I had is not 100% subsided.
Yeah, it's kind of leaking over it, and that's gonna happen. But I mean, at least in all honesty, from what I've seen of you, you bounce back fairly well when you're trying to get over some frustrations.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Usually I'll just throw on some tunes, you know, have a smoke, calm down, relax, just so this way I don't inadvertently take it out on anybody.
Yeah, and like I said, you tend to bounce back fairly well. Like I was, before I got into Discord with you guys, I was so pissed, you know, with the whole calling the insurance and their fucking people that they wanted to do the appraisal and being told I was stupid and getting cut off. I was like, oh my god. So
well, I can imagine being called stupid by anybody, especially if they're like somebody who doesn't know you, would probably push you to that point of being irritated. Because like, you don't know me. Just because I don't understand what you're talking about doesn't mean I'm stupid. Why are you calling me stupid?
Actually, no, they couldn't find me. They couldn't find my claim. And the funny part is I had talked to somebody on Friday that found me, and then the next person I talked to after that person, because I called him back, got somebody else, she found me before I even finished telling her what was going on. So, I wasn't the stupid one. But that's neither here nor there. It's just, yeah. Anyway, my point was kudos to you because you seem to get your head back on straight pretty well, pretty quickly.
I have found with this game in particular, there is no reason in letting this game make you mad, because it's a game. There's going to be a lot of things that make you mad. There's no point in going for it. So I hit that frustrated, I hit that irritated point, I take a step back and try and calm down and then reapproach it.
See, and that's already better than me, because I don't take a step back. I'm like, alright, I'm calling the next motherfucker.
So, I was even nice enough to just let them know this is actually only the second time I've ever been in here, so they at least now know where I'm at, so hopefully it works out.
When the first boss disappears, kind of spin around and look for the fiery thing on the wall, and that's where he's going to charge out of and get to the sides. Because he'll go right through the middle.
Alright, thank you for that reminder. Because I think the one time I ran this when it first came out, like, literal nobody in my party knew what the hell we were doing. I was running as DPS, so I have no idea, other than the basics of tanking, I don't know how to approach this.
Yeah, I only know because I was healing and got nailed by it twice.
Ooh.
And nobody could res, so I wiped the group.
Whoops.
I felt bad.
I shan't hold back!
Come here, guys.
I love this monk, he just got my comm.
Yep.
I forgot that Mark frickin' follows you.
I do that a lot.
Nope, come here, guys. Good, good. You're my bitch.
Oh, good. I don't feel bad about cussing anymore.
So, looks like everything's still good. I was almost freaking out there for a second. Oh yeah, more FF6 callback nostalgia. I love it, and I hate it. Alright, so... Alright, so... What am I looking for here?
Okay, along the walls, there's gonna be a spot that lights up.
I see it.
Like that. There you go. And he's just gonna charge straight forward.
Is that a one-time thing, or do I need to look for other ones?
It depends on how fast you kill him. I mean, it just happens the once, and then he comes back and you kill him. But he may do it again. But I think
that's what I was mainly wondering. Is it a multi-attack attack, or is it a one-shot and then he'll do it again later?
yeah, that one, that second one.
Yeah.
The next one does a circle. I guess this is the weirdest thing to describe, but an attack where like he starts off in one direction and then will, oh god, parry, anticipation. I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm trying to keep him on it, but they keep pushing him off.
So back in the ground it goes again. Okay.
Center and then just be prepared to run. There you go.
Oh, healer down. Oh, thankfully we have a red mage.
Good deal.
Thank you, red mage.
Res mage. It's res mage.
Ooh, hello, that hurt. So if I can actually get this working properly, I might actually be able to use this setup for Resident Evil 4 tomorrow, which that would make me very, very happy.
Well, that would be cool.
Well, the other deal I had with Sev is that if I could actually figure out how to get this working properly, was I could figure out how to do it between this PS4 and my other PS4 and figure out how to just run them both through Streamlabs. I would let him use my PlayStation 4 camera so he could have some type of video, since he doesn't have a camera at all. And his laptop is just not treating him nicely. So he can't. Streamlabs right now is not an option for him. So eventually, when he does, he can go that route. But right now, just a camera in general would greatly help him.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, if I can figure out how to make this work, you are more than welcome to use my camera. See, I finally did learn a few tricks on how to Dark Knight properly, with the whole making sure you include Blood Price and Abysmal Drain and Dark Arts. I'm trying to learn how to be a Dark Knight proper.
Hey, here's what I'm gonna tell you. I haven't Dark Knighted since Heavensward release, so I know nothing of all the changes.
Yeah, come here, give me your aggro, dude. Give me your aggro if you want to live. I mean, die.
Well, he doesn't really want to die.
Oh, give me your aggro and you should... Either way, you shall die. You will not be back.
You should be ready to hit it when it comes out. Just saying.
No, I wasn't prepared for
Well, don't.
Need to get some of my MP back up. Holy
I didn't
crap.
let you get paralyzed.
Nice.
Come here, guys. Yeah, good. Good, come here.
Out one!
Pippin and Lise. Oh, you dick. No, come here. Too many NPCs around. I keep locking on to everybody else but the enemy.
That sounds about right.
Dude, seriously, how many of there are you? I just totally realized I screwed that up. How many of you are there? How many of there are you?
6.
7,
5.
14.
99.
Now I get one square.
Oh, yeah, of course, you're immune to stun. Smacks Scorlock Colossus Mumicontis over the head.
Boy, that's a popular one right now. Sunken Temple.
Crit. Crit off.
It's okay, one of the NPCs is gonna put a barrier up. Oh no, Hean's gonna come over and fucking fuck it up.
He just wrecked his shit, is what he did.
Yeah, and you look at him and you're like, why haven't you done that before, motherfucker?
Seriously, where was that when you were fighting Xenos? If you can fucking take out a Magatech armor or whatever that easily, dear God. Okay, truth be told, I honestly do not remember this fight as well as I probably should.
The best thing I can tell you is when they make little lines on the ground, try and be in between them and away from them, and they're very hard to see, like they're only up for a few seconds. But other than that, it's pretty tank and spank.
Oh shit, that fucking samurai just got wiped the fuck out.
To be him. When this guy gets low health, they'll like tag team the other one in, and then they'll do the lines thingy.
Fair enough. How low health we're talking? Because we just dropped them down
Dead.
to 1.
Yeah, it goes all the way down, and then they tag team. It's fucking stupid. It's like, I just killed you.
Oh, there's those lines you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, just make sure you're not too close to any of them, because as they do that charge, it will hit you if you've got, you know, a little bit of a radius around it. And those motherfuckers hurt.
Airstrike! Oh, you bastard. That poor samurai got wiped out again. Come on. Oh shit. Yeah!
Yes, I totally meant to hit that one guy with quick knock.
Sober, what have we told you about keeping your pants on in game?
Don't do it.
Fair enough.
I mean, it's usually distracting when I have pants on, just saying.
We talking from a comfort level or just in general?
No, to other people.
Disconcerting?
They're just not used to it.
Literally, I wiped a raid by wearing pants one day. This isn't World of Warcraft, I don't know if I'm gonna say.
Yay! Success! Yay, I win. Ooh, and I got enough to upgrade another piece of gear. Sweet.
Nice.
And I got a flare comb.
Cuts.
That's when them stack of 10s come out. Huh. Oh, your pants are still on? Well, I got a stack of 10s that says they won't be. I see where you're going, Paso. I don't either. Well, honestly, if you're pulling up the 10s, I don't think Callie would mind if he did. As long as you are legit on that money. It's like, so all he's got to do is take his pants off and I get that sack of 10s, right? Okay, Silver, take your pants off.
If he wants to take his pants off, he's gonna take his pants off.
I'll take my pants off for a sack of tens. Hell,
You'll take your
I'll take
pants
my
off
pants
for
off for a handful of pennies.
This is true. Making it rain. Oh God, why does it hurt?
Oh my god.
Oh God, no, it hurts so bad.
The promise of sexual favors later. I'll take my pants off.
Jeez, we were trying to get you something out of it.
Hey, sexual favors later. I mean, I'm okay with this.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Generally.
Well, you're with him, you know. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Yes, let's get slaying. Damn it, and I didn't miss the cutoff for the week. Oh well. Okay, so slaying, that's Dragoon. Monk. Ooh, gotta get rid of that hood. And Samurai. Woohoo! I got 384s now.
Nice.
It's a slow progression, but Seth's been kicking my ass in the freaking eye level department. He's up to like 391 on his pally.
Well, I've got good news for you.
You're kicking his ass?
No, absolutely none of this is going to matter here in about a month.
Yeah, they're completely doing it. You might as well just completely do away with high level. Okay, so I know I probably shouldn't, but I do want to test out one last little thing before I call this, and I'm actually going to test out the Be Right Back stream and go use the restroom and have a smoke, so
Alright.
click.
I like his call off. Click.
I didn't get the thing over here.
Oh, I didn't get the thing over here.
Well, we better do that. Otherwise, we have to fight a lot more stuff at the end.
Fine, you get it. I'm leaving.
Look, I have aggro. Y'all didn't. Yeah, I got to keep everything. Y'all didn't try and rip shit away. Between you and the non-res mage.
The resi non-res?
Well, he'll be a res mage when he hits 64, but he's currently level synced to 37, so...
So he's just a red mage?
No, he's a non-res mage. Which makes him like every other mage.
Yep, useless.
No. They kill things.
Yep, useless.
You're definitely getting better at that bard thing.
Yeah, I'm trying. Actually, I need to upgrade my gear again.
Well, you were beating the res mage, or the non-res mage.
Quick talk.
Four? Alright. You might as well do it. It's actually better from you than it is from him.
Wrong button. Oh well, fuck it.
Hey, it wasn't you that time. So why do all the red mage spells start with Ver? Just kind of curious.
Because fire wouldn't work and they had to change it up somehow for reasons. I don't fucking know.
It could have just been fire and arrow and... Nope, your
I
turn.
I guess it sounds better than red fire and red arrow. I honestly have no idea.
He is using scatter on single target.
That's dumb. Yeah, he should be kicking my ass significantly higher than he is.
Well, the problem is he's not kicking your ass at all.
Yeah.
These are really close.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Okay, so now that we got that all taken care of, thank God. Oh man. I'm so glad to actually have this kind of working right now. I just gotta hope it actually stays working.
I'm sure it will. I mean, you're gonna run into problems here and there, but I think the big ones you've gotten out of the way.
Yeah, and having an actual be right back screen is actually kind of enjoyable.
I actually, for mine, I just put text up, and it sounds weird. I just have a little text thing that says AFK or be right back or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, great. What was that? Oh, yeah, I wanted to go check my retainers real quick, and then if Paso is still with us, I will... She met one of my alts the other night, and I figure I can actually use this to show off a couple of my other alts, so she can actually be aware of who's who.
Oh dear God, she ain't never gonna get that. There's too many between you, Mike, and fucking Kiara. Jesus Christ.
Well, apparently she is a lot like me. She's not to Mike's level, but she's a lot like me, where she's got a couple of different alts.
I still don't get it. Long as y'all are having fun, it's perfect. That's what the game is meant for, but I'm still gonna say I don't get it.
Hey, no, that is completely fair. To each their own, as they say. But
exactly. But like I said, it's a game, and as long as y'all are having fun, that's awesome. But like for me, no. Don't get me wrong. I thought about like how I'd like to have other characters to look different and stuff, but
well, like part of the it was a multi-tiered purpose for why I created the alts. One, RP. Two, when I put together my main, I literally just like totally skimmed, put him together, did not like really put any thought. Like I just quickly went with, oh yeah, I think that looks good, and so forth and so on. And yeah, and you know, way to still play and just kind of hide sometimes. But the other thing was, it was like I could find a way to actually try and be creative on something, and also find ways to challenge myself. Because like with this character, I've got all the classes, so I'm not really limited on what I can and can't do. I can play it safe or whatever. So my other alts specialize in very specific things, so it kind of puts me in a spot where I have to learn how to do something. So like I hated the idea of tanking 24-man raids. Now I have a character that specifically does tanking and requires me to learn, and I can kind of, you know, cheat the system and say, you know, hey, I'm a new player, it's my first time here, go easy on me, and kind of learn it at a decent pace that's comfortable.
I have a macro. I wish I could show it to you right now, but what?
Okay, Paso, so here is
I don't know.
another of my alts that you did not get to meet last night. This is my tank girl. So she's gonna be getting Gunbreaker at some point, but for now, she's got...
Nice outfit.
Honestly, I saw somebody rock this outfit when I was on Strife. And they were rocking it as a female Ori. So it's like, you know what? That actually kind of looks good. So I got this set up for Dark Knight, and I was lucky enough to get my hands on a Ravana drop when I took her through the extreme. So it's not super glowy, but it looks good. Sev actually helped me put together this Pally outfit for her because he thought he liked the way it looked on her.
What's in the outfit? Just
go back to your other one.
The Dark Knight?
And you can look here. Yeah. Can you see it on my screen, John?
kind of.
Hold on. There.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
I gotta move that back. But
It's,
yeah.
What are those pants?
I've got the Expeditioner's thigh boots glamored on.
And the pants, the one up.
Bridemaid's tight, and
Okay.
I think Strife gloves and the Anemos jacket.
Nice.
So. And
I'll be honest, the Paladin one's not really my flavor, but it's cute.
And then I really kind of liked the way this looked for Warrior, so especially since Sev was actually able to craft me, it cost me an arm and a leg, but he crafted me the upgraded glowy Nidhogg axe.
Nice.
So I liked the way it looked, so I used that as a glamour. It's not too bulky, so it works for me.
It almost looks like a Dragoon glamour. Don't get offended or anything. I'm not saying that's bad. It's just the way it looks is almost like a Dragoon glamour, you know?
Yeah. Now, Sev kind of... The only reason he kind of went with this was he just kind of also finally learned how to make this top for crafting. And, like, just because of how, again, a lot of these alts came for RP standards, so he's like, well, describe her to me for alt, and I'll come up with a glam for her. And it was just like, okay, well, basic idea is she is, you know, she's no nonsense, almost kind of strict military, but it's mainly in her attitude of, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I want. So, for whatever reason, that spoke to him into this one. It's like, okay, well, she likes to show some skin, so there's the skin, but, you know, there's almost like this kind of military-esque vibe going on with the top. But
I will absolutely agree with that.
so that's where that came from. So that's all for her. So that's my tank girl. I cannot wait to get her Gunbreaker.
Hold on, let's see if I can. No, it's not under keybinds, it's under user macros. It's just an M. Great, I gotta find it.
Yep. This is my DPS girl, and I say DPS in forms of melee and ranged only, no casters.
Damn it! Tell me that's the macro thing still up.
It's not.
Well, don't be that way, John.
Okay, I mean, yes, it is. Oh, wait, I lied to you.
Let's see if it'll come out right over here. I don't think it will, but we'll try it.
So
Nope.
let's
Okay.
try and get a actual.
And
Yeah.
I can't send it to you right here.
So here's my DPS girl, or one of the Makote. So her samurai setup.
Yeah, I gotta find a samurai glamour that I kind of like.
I haven't really done anything glamour-wise with her too much because I haven't decided to fuck around with the plates too much since she's got more class. Her and my next character have more classes than any other one, other than my main. So I've only got a few things that are actually glamored. So
I don't use glamour plates. I literally carry like 400 prisms with me.
so this is like one.
What top is that?
This top
The
is
summer top.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, it's the endless summer top. So this is
The
her.
one that I'm gonna spend money on when it comes out on the fucking optional item shop because we missed that one.
Yeah, so her dragoon setup, machinist setup. I really did like the freaking machinist top on her.
Did you see what they're doing to Machinist?
I saw the demo video, but that's about
Does
it.
that not look freaking cool?
Oh yeah, it does. Hell yeah. Here's my
Final
monk.
Fantasy IV.
Here's my monk setup for her.
That's cute too.
No, it's 6. It would be 6. It'd be the Final Fantasy VI Machinist.
And ninja.
Why you always gotta compare, huh?
Because I know things
Stop knowing things.
and I drink.
So
That way I'm not copywriting because it's
I like the
backwards.
ninja too. I think she looks cute in most of them.
like work in
Well, she
progress.
looks cute in all of them, but yeah, you said you hadn't really done a whole lot, so
Yeah.
looks really good.
I haven't messed with the glamour plates too much because unfortunately, like, with Lisa, it was easier to do because with the shared gear, I could just do 3 glamour plates and actually have it set up. This one, I'm looking at freaking 7 in general that are just like, So, but yeah, this is my setup for my DPS girl. She was my whole kind of RP attitude in her was she's the airhead type. Like she has those great moments of wisdom, and then just total fucking flip of the coin, airhead status.
Great moments of wisdom, and also a headset saying "breathe in, breathe out, breathe
Yep.
in, breathe out."
Like, no, one RP thing that we actually did, it was a joke. Like, I was just totally running random with this, where somebody says, oh, and I see you brought the airhead with you. And her response is, hey, such and such person says I give great bedhead. Wait, you said airhead, not bedhead. You know, that kind of last second, she doesn't quite get it right away. She speaks before the thought has processed. So, this one is my caster / healer. So, she's got DPS classes, but she's got the caster classes and all the healer classes. So,
She's the magic mage.
yep. So, she is my work in progress glamour-wise as well, but I do have more glamours done on her than anything else. So, here's her Astro.
Nice.
Black mage.
Ellison. Ugh. You're a snob.
Hey, sorry, I got a little bit of an anime traditionalist in me. I'm definitely gonna have it. I'm definitely gonna have an elf girl on my fucking rotation. So, this one was
Okay,
just,
I like the Ishtola look.
I thought this one was funny because I wanted to play a total opposite of Y'shtola. So instead of Makote, she's Ellison, and instead of white mage, this look is on her black mage.
Oh, you mean like actual
Like,
Y'shtola now?
like new Ishtola.
New Y'shtola.
Yeah.
Huh.
Blue mage, I'm lacking gear, and I'm still trying to work it, but that's what I've got set up so far.
It's cute.
Unfortunately, since it's easy to level, I haven't really bothered setting any dead set glamour because I just know I'm gonna end up changing the gear eventually. Red mage.
I was using that skirt for a little bit. Or a similar skirt, anyway.
The funny thing about her is her outfits gradually, from top to bottom, get more skimpy, and by RP standards, she's my prim and proper girl. So this one, I have no idea what the hell I was going for here. But yeah,
That's not bad.
here's her scholar. Summoner. Again, as you can tell, skimpier.
If I were ever gonna play Summoner, I really, really like
They are an anime traditionalist.
the tier set of the... Oh, I don't have it.
And then just the biggest kick in the pants, finally, white mage. Prim and proper white mage, and she goes out to fight like that.
You saw
They
my
really are
white
an anime
mage earlier.
traditionalist.
So yeah. I'm not a glamour whore like Sev, and I don't go out and spend oodles and oodles of gil on fucking items, especially since I can't craft them on my own just yet. So
Yeah, most of it
I
I
just
either
kinda,
make or my retainers bring me.
yeah, I just kind of make do with what I get, and I actually kind of start paying attention a little bit more to what I get from my retainers to see if it's something I can use for glamour. So,
I think I got a sword and a shield set out of one of the newer dungeons, and I was super stoked because they're really, really pretty. It's like got pink flowers on it and stuff, and I think I turned in the sword, so I'm really depressed about that.
oh no, I completely agree with you. I was like super stoked because like I was like you saw, especially like on that last one, I had a couple of different primal weapons that I had glamored on because I thought they looked pretty cool. I liked a lot of the Heaven's Ward primal weapons. Some of them, not the glowy ones, looked better than the actual glowy ones. So this is the one that Paso actually meant last night, but I wanted to show this to you, Callie. This is a full-on glamour setup done by Sev.
It's very traditional.
It's
Oh,
very
shit.
French. Very, very French.
Well, the funny thing about it is the main reason they decided to go like Sev decided to go like this is he played off the one idea is that, again, by RP standard, this is Strife's dad. So he was totally playing off that, and I managed to get my hands on the Sophia rapier, the base one, not the glowy one. But the funniest thing about him, this is always going to be the funniest one for me, and Callie, Paso already met this one. I logged into this one specifically for you because I wanted to show you something. The fucking pose.
Yep.
I don't know why, but this pose is so fucking great. It was that pose that Mike started calling him jokingly the real Chuck Norris. Yeah. You know, that whole Chuck Norris fact of you know, Boogeyman checks his closet at night for Chuck Norris. Mike actually started making the joke of, yeah, Chuck Norris checks his closet for Reed Misfall at night. So it was a running gag. So
Yes, but only because Reed would be hiding in there to molest Chuck, that's all.
Yeah, you can break boulders in half. I'm about to split your balls in half.
With his tongue, that's all I hear.
So, and this is the last, I have a full roster of 8, but I only have like 6 that are active right now. So this is the last one that I actually have any setup on. I have just gotten her to Stormblood. Like literally, I haven't even picked up the first quest to Stormblood, and she's already Bardom level. Kind of.
If you could send mail to your own characters, I would probably have ults.
Yeah, that would be nice. So, and again, this outfit she's got on is a complete Sev glam. Like he completely came up with this one.
That's cute.
Yeah, not bad.
So, and by RP standard, this is Reed's wife and Strife's mother-in-law or stepmother.
It's amazing. Married, but can't be in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, no shit, right? Not unless I want to do a mic, but no thank you. And the funniest thing for her, and honestly, the honest to God reason I created this particular one, there was only one reason I did it. Because it's the only fucking character that you can equip the hempen pantalettes and the hempen top and look like you're rocking a full-on set of bondage gear.
Oh, I used to have one of them. I think they are super pretty. My problem is the poses are so manly that I couldn't handle that.
Well, this one I don't mind because this is like a lot of people who have seen her have told me it's like she's got a very Lara Croft-esque look.
She does.
So, given the hip pose and everything, it seems to fit with the whole Lara Croft sex appeal. So,
I don't know. They just change pose. There's one where she just stands with her. She looks fucking manly as hell, and I hate that. Like the
that one?
No.
No. Next one.
That one. Right there.
That's the default pose. So
I hate that. It looks so awful. I don't know. But I do think that the Highlanders are very, very pretty.
Oh yeah. See, the one thing that just really bothers me about this top is considering how much they fucking bounce, how does she not fall out of the bottom? That
was my favorite part.
That is a fucking miracle of gravity if I have ever seen it.
Glue.
What the hell is she gluing?
There actually are shirts that have it's not quite plastic, but it's kind of like plastic. It's like I can't. It's like a silicone type inside, so that it will kind of stick and hold.
Yeah.
No slip rubber.
Yeah, no slip. Because I was gonna say either that or she's got the fucking Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop effect going on, where they're like, if you've ever seen that anime and you've seen that character, you know what I'm talking about. She's got the Faye Valentine look. So, but yeah, these are all my active ones, and I've actually like. Strife is ready for Shadowbringers. Other than gear upgrades, he's already through it. And in that same amount of time, I've progressed 5 other characters to Stormblood. So, I could be worse. I could be worse off. And it's kind of fun because like this one, I've only got Samurai in her, so I'm stuck literally with DPSQ. So I'm gonna have to learn how to work around that. Reed is strictly Red Mage, so I've got to work around that. And everybody's got something that makes me gotta try and like alter my playstyle and actually learn to do something. Because I can honestly tell you at this point, I cannot bard for shit.
Don't worry, that makes two of us.
Actually, you're doing fine. You're learning.
Makes two of us.
Bard really isn't hard.
Well, it's like, I can't machinist worth a shit, although I can guarantee you that I will not be last on the aggro list unless I die. I cannot bard for shit.
Fucking black mage, man. I am the worst black mage.
I know how to do the basics of black mage. Like, I know how to trigger Fire 4 and Blizzard 4. I know how to use ley lines, I just don't think I use them properly because I'm too used to moving around. I'm not one of those black mages that once I throw those ley lines down, it's till death do us part. So I'm not...
I'll stand in them and kill myself, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm not one of those types of black mages. But like, I know for a fact that I'm improving as Dark Knight. I can't bard for shit. Dragoon, I could still hold my own against probably some other Dragoons. Machinist, I still have trouble with. Monk, I know how to do fairly well. Ninja, I had some issues with. And Scholar and Summoner, I cannot do for the fucking life of me.
Don't worry, it's gonna change here soon anyway.
Yeah, and the other part is I'm sitting here actually trying to learn, and the more I try and learn, it's like, oh yeah, they're about to change and fuck it up. So guess what? I'm not the only one. At least I'm kind of ahead of the game where I'm not going to be used to something and then have to relearn it. I'm actually going to be sitting there and like, okay, well, now I just got to learn.
Yeah, the machinist looks so fun. I just keep thinking, damn it, I want to play that. But it's not like that yet, so...
Yeah, the other thing that I'm looking forward to is, like, especially with machinist, is a lot of the classes I saw, it very... Like, I don't know of any classes that... used or any other previous Final Fantasy that you could like summon a robot as a skill. I cannot clearly think of one off of that one. But some of the new machinist skills other than the summoning of the robot reminds me very much of some of Edgar's tools from Final Fantasy VI.
Yep, that's exactly what it is.
So I'm
yeah,
trying...
almost all of it looked like Final Fantasy VI, Edgar.
Okay,
I want to say Final Fantasy V, there was a class that summoned a robot. It was like a summon, not a...
Well, see, that's the other thing. I hated 5. I tried playing 5. I could not finish 5. So I think... I don't even completely remember how far I got in 5. I remember... I know I still had Galuf in my party. I never got to the point where he died.
Yeah. That's my favorite game because the boss is literally an evil tree.
This is true.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tree that's evil.
Final Fantasy 2/4, depending on how you want to word it. 6, 7, and 8 were all personal favorites because they all, in my mind, kept shaking it up and making it interesting that I wanted to learn how to fucking work those.
Yeah.
So those are always going to be hands down personal favorites of mine, with 6 probably being the most favorite to me. 9 was alright, 10, everything about 10 was good for me except Blitzball, because I could not fucking play it for the life of me.
I got good.
And the Sphere Grid, because I was never going to complete that.
Oh, I did, at one point.
I am never going to complete it to the capacity of getting the trophy on the HD re-release of completely fill out the Sphere Grid with every character, and that means you actually had to clear all the locks and fill up every empty node, blank node, with something and fill it in. And
okay, I will probably never get that because you have to get the freaking spheres to do all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just can't seem to get the damn drops for some of the lock nodes.
Yeah, so I do not see myself getting past that. Honestly, I even kind of liked 10-2.
I love 10-2.
The only thing that really bugged me about 10-2, honest to God, was that fucking mini game, the Sphere Break. Because I could never learn. I could never figure out how to do that one properly either.
Math.
It's kind of math. It's just making combos. You have to honestly pick a 3 or a 4, a number that you can easily make with 3s or 4s, a combo of 3 or 4, and keep in mind what your core spheres are. Like you got your 4 numbers that are going to be there every time, even if everything around them changed. So just keep those in mind for when you're picking your number.
Yeah. But, you know, I actually kind of enjoy 10-2. I'm kind of ashamed, but based on everything I've been hearing from other people, I'm not ashamed to say that I have owned the original collector's edition of Final Fantasy XII since release, and the closest that thing has gotten to any one of my consoles was the bonus DVD that came with it.
Good. The game is awful.
I don't know. I think I bought 13 though. It was either 12 or 13 I bought.
I've
bought
played
13.
And
I've played
it never
13.
got opened.
I've played 13. I haven't finished it. I like some of the characters. I don't think I've gotten really far enough into the game to have the hatred towards it that I know a lot of people have with, oh, it's too linear, there's no real exploration or anything like that.
It's the second version of that
13.
style of Final Fantasy.
I've got 13 too. I have the soundtrack for that, and I even went as far as getting the collector's edition of Lightning Returns. It is something on my to-do list of something that I at least want to say I completed once. So, obviously, I play 14, and I've owned the collector's edition of Final Fantasy 15 since it came out, and the closest that thing has gotten to my PlayStation is the Kingsglaive DVD that came with it.
Yeah.
I haven't even thought about 15, to be honest with you.
So, okay, well, I officially think I have enough content here to be happy with the setup, and now it's just experimentation from here on in. So thank you, Callie, for jumping back in here and making sure I got Discord set up properly with it.
Absolutely.
So, and thank you too, Silver. I know I'm probably, you know, not your thing to just sit in here and talk because I need you to.
He would.
I appreciate it. So I'm going.
The only reason I haven't jumped in here before is because nobody gave me the damn link.
Nobody likes you.
Well,
No.
to be fair, you got the link. You just didn't get it in time. So.
Eh. In all
Okay.
honesty, I don't remember ever getting the link.
So
But
I will throw that up, and I will do some of the other people I've seen. I'm wanting, because one thing, as I've said, I have, the starting soon, I've got the main screen, I've got the be right back, intermission, which I have no idea what the hell to use those for, other than maybe taking a break from what I'm doing and I can kind of still see what's going on. The other thing I really don't know how to fucking work with is I'm going to have to edit those, because it's a little something I can throw up at the end to link my Facebook, the Twitch page if anybody forgets it, and the YouTube channel.
You see, you're putting all this work into that. There's a whole thing right below where your stream picture is that says it's empty in here. You can add all of that right there with your donation link to PayPal.
Yeah, I could, but for anybody who doesn't tune into the live ones, they can sit there and go to
Yeah.
and they catch it up on YouTube. So okay.
see what you do is you put that in on the end of the YouTube video, not the stream video.
Yeah.
Well, he just edits the straight into.
Oh, okay, so you just...
Yeah, there's only so much I can do with an actual live broadcast. If I can add it on later or have it customized in, it's just then, okay, you'll see it at the end, and then boom, there it is. And then I can edit YouTube stuff later, but once that video is kind of signed, sealed, delivered, my editing options are kind of limited, I believe, for how much more editing I can do for YouTube. So I'm still, I am still learning everything, so if I can cut a few corners to get things moving and focus on one thing, and then go to the other thing later, get the, take the easy route, get that going so the information's out there, focus on the hard stuff, and then once that's, focused and out of the way, you're still getting your attention, your media, your coverage, whatever, then you can go back and edit that and make it more yours. But this is, again, just something to get me started and out the box.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Fair enough.
So, alrighty, so I am going to cut this off, and I will, hopefully as long as this works, I will use this setup with Resident Evil tomorrow, so
Nice.
we'll see how that works out. So, it's going to be weird not having a full screen again, so to speak, for streaming, but we'll see how it
Yeah,
goes.
that's gonna be awesome for you.
Yeah, like a part of my screen isn't taken up for comments, but now I actually have 2 other screens. I got another screen in its entirety to pay attention to. But so anyway, thank you guys again for tuning in and helping me out
Absolutely.
and being my test dummies. And Paso, if you're still there, thank you too for hanging out and helping me work this out. So, and I will see you guys. I will see Callie and Silver at a later date, and Paso, I'm sure, at a later date. And everybody else who's watching via Twitch, I will see you guys tomorrow.
Have a good night.